Good morning, everyone. I know a lot of you have been really anxiously awaiting finding out. So have we. We've actually known for a little while now, so I just wanted to make sure that everything was perfect and that my announcement would go the way I wanted it to go. I've never really been into like the big flashy like explosions kind of like reveals and stuff. I mean, as you could see from my last announcement with Kameron. But this one I did want to make special just because I felt like my last pregnancy was, kind of filled with trauma, especially after experiencing a full-term stillbirth. I wanted to celebrate this pregnancy and make it as fun as I possibly could, despite all of the things that we have been going through. We did just finish filming. It was fun, but it was also full of challenges. Stick around to the very end to see the blooper reel. It's pretty cute. Before I get to our big announcement segment of the video, I just wanted to share something that I thought about that really, I don't even know how to describe what it made me feel, but it made me feel close to my late mother. But as a lot of you know, my mother passed away in May this year, and our baby is due the first week of June. But I will likely have an early term induction, so the baby would be coming in May. And I was playing around just looking at, the different birth flowers for every month, Kameron's birth flower, my daughter Kaia's birth flower and everything, and I thought, what would the May birth flower be? It turns out the May birth flower is Lily of the Valley. My mother's name is Susan, which means Lily of the Valley. And it kind of got me choked up because it just felt, I don't know, there's something weird and divine about that. It just felt right, It felt like she was telling me everything was going to be okay. Another thing that I wanted to share before we get to the big reveal is that Kameron and I have always known who our babies were before they even came to us. And I cannot describe why we've known that. I can't describe. The only thing I can say is that it's just this weird knowing, like this intuition. As soon as we got a pregnancy test with our daughter, we knew that she was a girl. And with our son, we knew he was a boy. We knew that, but it was one of those things where we wanted another girl so badly that we were kind of confused, but there were just too many, I don't know, it felt like we had signs. I felt like we were getting signs from somewhere else that was telling us, no, this is your little boy, this is your little Kameron Magnus. And we got the same feelings about this current pregnancy that we knew months before even conceiving this baby. We knew who they were. We knew what they were. We knew. I mean, before I ever got confirmation, when we got that positive pregnancy test, we knew. We called it out. We didn't share that, but it's a weird thing that we knew. And that first few ultrasounds, I knew again, just by looking. And before we ever got blood test confirmation, I knew by looking at the nub or the genitals on the ultrasound, like early, like too early that people would typically be able to tell. I knew, and I was correct. And this is something Kameron and I talked about years before we ever conceived our late daughter, that we manifested it almost. We actually created a vision board with these children on it. Like we just knew that was our future, if that makes sense. It's really interesting, me being a more science-minded person and tending to err on the side of, oh, this is confirmation bias. In this case, I don't feel that way. I really do feel like there is an intuition that mothers have, that parents have, and I can't explain it. It's just a feeling inside, and we've been right every time. But anyway, I don't want to torture you guys any longer, So without further ado, here's our official pregnancy announcement and reveal of whether baby is a boy or a girl.